Hey guys, so here is going to be your paper grasp can tap kind of like homework project. So I already had you get your can and your paper. If you're just watching this and you're curious as to what is happening, we're going to do a little bit of exercising our feet and then our proprioception using excuse me, a balled up piece of paper and a can. Now, these are kind of, excuse me, random and functional items. So with the paper, this could also be a washcloth. I have found that using hand towels, they're really too big. So if you are going through your linens or your washcloths and you're like, hey, this one is too ratty for me to use, you can save it and use it as an exercise thing. But paper also, paper I like because it can be functional. I could drop a paper on the ground. If I needed to pick it up and I simply couldn't get on the ground, I can kind of train my foot to drag it to me, crunch it, and pick it up. So you have your crunched paper, preferably something you were getting rid of anyway. And I have a can. I'm going to tilt this down just a little bit so you guys can see my feet a little better. All right. So I'm using a can actually because it's kind of small. I could also use a stool. So for instance, when I'm working this, and this is one of the exercises I do work on, is tapping my foot up to a step. So what this is doing is functionally helping me with stairs, okay? I can do that seated or standing. This has the same kind of motion, but we can also use it to kind of play a game, like a shell game with ourselves. So let's start with paper grasp. I'm going to go ahead, silver sneaker my way down to get my cans. So the silver sneaker way to step out on your chair and reach down instead of deep diving. I'm just going to throw my paper down there. Then actually I'm going to deep dive, and I'm going to move my can out in the front already because I'm going to show you a thing you can do here. So the first thing I'm going to do is start to crunch with my left foot, and I'm going to lift that paper up. I'm going to set it on my can, bring it down, lift, and I can set it down. I can practice picking that paper up, crossing it over, picking it up, crossing it over. Okay, I can pick it up, put it out in the front, and then drag it to myself. I could toss it out there, drag it back to myself. Excuse me, don't deep dive. If my paper starts here, I can practice crunching that paper into a ball using my toes. Okay, so I'm gonna reach up here and grab it. Please don't lift both your feet up off the floor if there's any back issues. So that's your paper grasp, and that's just how something as cheap as an old envelope or a piece of junk mail that you get can become this thing that you use. Next, can taps. I'm going to sit tall, and I'm just going to tap one foot onto the can and the other. Okay, I could tap any combination I want. Okay, I can scoot my can over, tap across, tap across. I could have two cans and try to take those cans. I'm using my foot now to turn that can over, build in some foot strength, and watch. You can move your can up. So I don't want you grasping that can and doing this and lifting both legs up. We don't need to be doing that. But we can manipulate that can around, okay, using our feet, and then get back to your tap. So this is a Pele tap. Single taps, I'm not looking, I'm practicing proprioception. I know where that can is now. My Pele taps are more of a dance tap. And yes, I do have both my feet off the ground for a second, but that's fine. Okay, and that's going to work your legs a little bit too. So there you go. That just took a couple of minutes. That's your paper grasping can touch. Those fun things you can do with items you have laying around the house. You don't have to be in an exercise situation to do it. You can just be sitting on the couch. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you found it a little teeny bit informative. Just something to add into your toolbox, your self-care toolbox. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye.